Okay, Pisces, here's your reading. Love, sex, and romance for the month of May. What's going to happen here is I've included some exclusive decks. My own decks, I do not sell them. I utilize them here and personally, so they will be littered throughout this reading. And hopefully I'm manifesting 3D energies. So energies that are on the physical earth, not pipe dreams, basically. So we're going to try and focus in on that. Hopefully, Pisces, we get this. If we get a lot of head stuff, it just means not much going to happen in your 3D. We'll start, they wanted me to start off with a fortune card and end off with an animal, and end off with a divine animals card. Since I've got both my divine masculine and feminine decks in here, we're going divine all the way. So the fortune card for Pisces again. Just to let you know that my videos are displayed here on YouTube. I don't know where people are getting a hold of them. I don't think a lot of my YouTube crowd is getting into my Rumble account. But if you're looking for the readings, they're all over there. They are in my communities tab. People are having a hard time getting in there or clicking the links. You may have to go directly to Rumble. Look up Energy Reader, Intuitive. Look for my logo, and they'll all be listed in there. So hopefully we don't have problems. If you do, just let me know. I'll, until I lock out my YouTube account, I'll always be putting like a little commercial telling you the decks that I used, and you can log it under there and say I can't get in or can't find the videos, and then I'll try and send you the link through there, or maybe put a link underneath the videos. Okay, fortune card for Pisces. Here we go. Goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So this is interesting. That's energy to keep in mind through the whole reading. They were specifically telling me to keep in mind through the whole reading. So we're talking about goals here. Progress on a personal level here. Okay? Positive personal level. Even though we've got coins here, talking about money, that could be something that is accentuated as well. So let's get into the romance, shall we? Okay, the first romantic card we have is from the romance deck. And it is a strength card. Man. If I do not, if I remember correctly, the strength card's been in our reading for quite a while here. Someone is trying to pull us off our strength. Okay? That's what's going on. We are unmoving, unwavering. So that's the energy. Next card. Sorry about the exterior noise. I have my window open and this microphone really does pick up. Sorry about that. If you're hearing external noise, it's spring. I can't help it. I want my fresh air. Anyway, Ten of Cups is the next card here. That's about being emotionally fulfilled. Emotional fulfillment, that is what we're seeking. That's right down the center. I feel like the universe is in alignment with trying to get you there, okay? Now, the next card we have is the 17, the star, or the compass as I call it in this deck. There's a shadow here over top of a compass. Really, what always comes to mind is what direction am I going to go in here? Now, if we're on the single side, we may have options opening up to us. We may have, I feel the direction, I don't feel we have an object for a direction. I feel like it's either we're going to go after something or someone, or we're not. I feel like those are the options. I don't feel like we have all these people around us. I just feel like we are either going to tap into a relationship or not at all. Okay? And this may be our strength here, because I'm starting to feel, as we move on to this compass card, and just as I was flipping the 10, I'm talking about contentment, because they were going, yes, the universe wants you to have this, but there may be some issues in our strength here. Okay? So we'll see if I can feed that out. Okay, the next row is the wisdom card. So the first card there on top of the strength card we have is honesty. And I do feel that honesty is our strength, but the people around us may not want to hear this, is the sense that I'm getting, or may not be in the same mode of spewing out honesty in the same way. They may not be able to deal in reality, is what I'm hearing. Either we're in this mode, or someone around us, very close to us, is in a mode of not wanting to be real. You know, either about how they feel or about, yeah, something to do with honesty here. I'm going to move forward. On top of the Ten of Cups, the emotional stability here, we have the Confidence card. There's a lady with a horse. She looks pretty confident in her horse. Her horse looks very trusting of her. I'm not getting much else here. It may be just about the trust. We are looking for emotional contentment in a relationship where there's mutual trust and honesty. That would gain us confidence, is what they're saying. So I'm really getting more of an energy here about we just won't go nowhere where we can't get any trust or honesty from a partner. If we're finding that they're lying, this is really, I think, the strength someone's trying to pull us off of. They're trying to make us either fall for their lies or believe their lies. Really, that's what it is. Okay, on top of the Star card here, we get a 16, and this one is a 17, talking about invisible. We feel invisible. See, it's interesting to me too, the partnership is in shadow, and they give me a feeling, it's not here. We're not in it. We're not. We'd like to be in one, but we're not in it. And it's almost like so close we can taste it, but it's not. It's not real. It's invisible. So give me a moment to tap into this. I feel like we're up in our head again, wishing for something. Yet there's nothing in our physical universe. It's really what I'm getting. But there's something here that we're stubborn about, or something here like we're being pretty blunt about in our life, and somehow we're being passed over. It's interesting to me because the sense I'm getting is that either someone may be keeping an eye on you or wanting to go in your direction. You may not have an idea of this. This may be the feeling of it's almost there, I can taste it, but it's not there. I feel like you're being passed over. I feel somehow through your psychic spidey senses, you're feeling that there's a near miss here, but it's a miss. It's a complete miss. Because we feel invisible to that partner because they're not coming forward to us. They're not making any contact or communicating. We're confident that we're going to find love here at some point. That's right down the center. And the universe is going to work hard to gain that for you. But there's somebody in the shadows. That's really what I'm getting. Okay, next row. Now, the universal energy said, we want you to bring in your work deck to bring the energies forth. So there's some unique energies in that deck. And I thought, okay, that's cool. Yeah, there's some good stuff in there. So that's the next row here. On top of the honesty, we get confusion. Well, no. I thought I shut it off, but anyway. 52, confusion, yeah. Really, I feel like the Pisces being honest. I think what's going on here is we may not know exactly the root of you know, we may be dealing in honesty here, but being blunt to a degree that we may not be taking our emotions to the depths we need to in order to. This is weird because I get no object, but it's like they're going, yeah, it's almost like we need to prepare internally so that externally we can bring it forth. That's what I'm getting universally. They want to bring you a partner forth, but if we're in confused energy, truthful or no, we really need to clear that up, is what I'm getting. Okay, the next row here, the emotional fulfillment, the confidence. I feel like Pisces is well into an area where they're gaining momentum on their confidence. They're you know, building blocks on their confidence here. On top of there, we get male employee. Now, this can be speaking of someone, just a male figure, period. Someone that may want to learn from us is the sense they're giving me. Or is learning from us. That may gain our confidence as well. There's someone may come forth here. Yeah, kind of bringing our confidence up. I feel like this male is coming forth in an emotional way because there's an emotional connection that they may be feeling toward you. But I do feel, because we got this employee thing, that energy didn't go far. It basically said, yeah, there's somebody here that needs either assistance from us, like it's a status. It's not a status thing, but like they see you as knowing more than they do, so they're inquiring. They want to know. Now, as we move forward here, the star, invisible, there's something here that is not being seen by the Pisces. And one of them is the amount of depth that they need to reach in order to become clear about what they want to manifest. That's one. And two, there is somebody lurking here. I do not know if it is this male employee right down the center here. It may be, but I'll know as I move forward. But there's somebody here that is invisible. They may come forth, or it may be someone different altogether. It's kind of like shadow lurking. Somebody that in the beginning I was getting a high sense that this person is just passing us over. They were maybe ready, you know, they're seeing the worm there, they're wanting to bite, and they may have nibbled it a little bit and then they took off. It's like, but I think the Pisces had no idea, or maybe it just confused the Pisces to the degree we just couldn't make no sense of it, so we carried on as well. It might have been the fish thing, right? We're just flipping off. Okay. Oh, the infinity card on top of that for career. We have the Joker. Yeah. I do feel these are two separate energies right now. The Joker is really someone who doesn't have any respect for time or energy or anything like that. They just kind of flit around and they take things light, you know. This is what this is about, and I feel like that's separate from the male employee. That's a separate energy. That's a respectful energy. That's someone coming to you for your worth, not to drain you of it. I feel like this Joker might have been here simply, it never coming to the surface is the sense I get. Someone who really was never going to come to the surface, but there was an intuitive sense that the Pisces had about this person. And it was kind of driving them nuts. But they finally gave into it. I think what it was is it got them so confused that they just spit their honesty out. Like, this makes no sense to me. And because this person was really trying to pull them off their strength, whatever they saw that to be. Now, first of all, this Joker didn't see the Pisces for all they're worth, first of all. And second of all, they had no intention of following through with anything anyway, and they're just not someone that's coming to the forefront. So that's your little shadow person there. I gotta watch how I say that nowadays. But anyway, now we're going to get into the more intimate energies here and see what happens. We're going to start out with the Divine Masculine Tarot, the Infinity. Here we go. The first card on top of the strength, the honesty, and the confusion from the Divine Masculine, we get the Four of Air. Okay, so if you're a masculine Pisces, you may be taking a time out to rectify things in your mind. Get clear in your mind. Get peace in your mind. We have been honest all along. Here's the sense. We've got confused. Someone else put us into confusion. Now we're pulling out of that and gaining our right mind back. Okay? If you're feminine, it's just the same energy, really. So on the 10 here, right down the middle, this is guaranteed energy. We have confidence. We're gaining our confidence back. And we might be gaining it back through a person coming at us to gain. I feel like this might even be in a career way, career-oriented, or through work somehow. Or a connection through work, but maybe wanting to know you on a personal level, this kind of thing. I don't feel it's a heavy-duty, hot and passionate thing. I feel like it's just someone who really wants to pick your brain, appreciates your point of view, appreciates your knowledge, and wants to discuss in that way on the same level. You may be in the same business, you may be doing the same things, this kind of stuff. And this person makes you feel happy. One, because, you know, it's intellectual conversation. Not that that's Pisces overall. But the stimulation, you know, we didn't get that in where we came from here. Not getting a lot of that action on a social level is what I get. So, on top of that male employee from the Divine Masculine deck, we have the High Priest. So this is a High Priest, this man. Okay, so the employee, they're making me aware the employee is the status. This person is coming in under your wing, so to speak, because they see you as higher status than them in some kind of way. Maybe in a knowledge-based way, which is what I get here. Someone sees you as having more knowledge. They want to question you and find out what you know, how you know, and they want to hear what you have to say because they respect your opinion. This kind of thing. This is all good stuff. That's that High Priest energy. Someone who is truly, truly someone who is also a leader as well. So if you're in that energy where they're looking to you for advice, you're getting someone on your level. Okay, it's not going to be anybody, like we're not a queen dealing with pages or jokers, right? So this is what's going on here. Someone on our level that's hitting us head on and is going to be talking to us, questioning us about certain things. And I have a feeling it has to do with work or somehow related through work we get connected. Now on top of this Joker, shadow, invisible energy, the Divine Masculine with the King of Fire, yeah. So this Joker was really focused on attaining something from you or getting something from you. I think they got all they're going to get. I feel like the Strength card from the beginning here is really speaking to me that this King was trying to pull, that's the one that's trying to pull you off your strength. And what was your strength? Your truth. They were trying to get you to lie in some kind of way, shape, or form. And even though we didn't know this was the ultimate plan, we may have thought this person may have been veiling to us who they were and what they wanted from us, period. So we were under an illusion there and we were confused by all of that. But at this point, that King is really, I feel like they're still focused. They're just, you're on your PowerPoint. There's nothing that can shake you. When you're in meditative mode and dealing with High Priest energy, this King of Fire really has to be backed up by something. And if he's invisible in the shadows, not want to come forward, it just ain't going to happen. So I don't know what his deal is. But this is someone lurking. It just may be someone simply that's jealous of us and is trying to foul us up in some way is really what I'm getting. Create confusion is really the main line here. It's the confusion. They want to confuse us so that we trip up in some way. So that says to me either jealousy or someone who's got too much time on their hands. Okay, we get into the Casanova deck here. And on top of the Four of Air, again, coming into our Zen zone to kind of chill out. And we may have had either someone, I feel like it's not someone. It's more of an energy, like an energetic cloud of things that could manifest. Something that was creating confusion for us, and it may have been stirred up by other people around us. So we may have had someone who's jealous of us, but they don't confront us, they don't come toward us, or maybe they did come toward us, but they create a facade where they were our friend, when in actuality they kind of wanted to trip us up and foul us up in some way, but it just didn't work. So now we're on our center trying to get forward. Now here we get into the sexual energy. Casanova says what? Queen of Cups. Here we go. That is your energy in the romance zone. Now, what they're saying to me, just give me a minute. Because that's your element, that's you. Now in this deck, right, we're talking about intimacy here, taking a risk you know, a seducer, a challenge. A lot of energy here. I feel like we're trying to zen out from some confusion that we've had. We're in and amongst the balancing of that energy. This queen is either going to be tempted by something that we just got out of, or tempted in a new direction. Now, again, I don't feel anything coming in May, but I feel like she's primed and ready to go. We'll just keep that sitting there because, again, our goals here will be achieved. So if we're on a personal level looking for a mate, we may be primed and ready for this. And there may be some, how do you say? We may have a mixture of things to choose from, but be careful is really what I'm getting. Because I feel we're coming from strength here and honesty, but do we know what we want so that when it hits us, right? Or what we don't want so that we can go away from it. Okay. On the emotional contentment, right down the center, this is always guaranteed energy. The confidence that we're building, male employee or someone we know of through work or someone at work. The high priest, I feel like this male that may come forth to you is very knowledgeable of themselves, and they see you in the same way, like, almost like a comrade, like, hey, you know what I know, and I want to talk to you about this. What's your thoughts on that? Very curious energy. On top of that, Casanova says, for spying, okay, boy, oh boy. Now the spying brings me back to that Joker. Don't tell me these two are connected, because I don't want to hear that. But anyway, we may have, this man may be connected to the spying. Now give me a minute. Or he just may be someone that was overlooking you as well, meaning looking at you for a while before he came forth. Okay, that may be. Now, as we move to the next row here, which is that energy, that shifty energy, the Joker, invisible person who's lurking in the shadows. They want something from you or to take something from you. They're focused on you. And they're really unrelenting. Casanova says on top of that page, greedy eyes, yeah, Page of Pentacles. So we got a King of Fire, and that energy, what they're feeding me here is, I know what I want and I'm going to get it. I don't care who gets in my way, and nobody's going to get in my way because I'll smash anybody that gets in my way. Now, it brings us to a page which talks about greed. This can speak to energy of literally with money. So this person may be looking at us as someone who can bring them money in some way, shape, or form. Or there's something here they want to be greedy with in a loving kind of way, take from us. It's greed, so it's not a good sharing energy. It's I take and you give. So that's that shifty energy. As we go to the next row here, again, so there's somebody here that may be looking at you as money bags, okay? Or emotional money bags, right? Emotional bags. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to fill space, but somebody who's seeing that they can get something of worth from you in an emotional way or a financial way, or maybe both. They figure they can be pleased in that way somehow, and they're wanting that from you. But again, I do not feel they're going to come forth. But I feel there's a heavy energy of looking and spying and, you know, attentiveness, but I do not feel they're going to come forth. It's the weird thing. But the energy that they got, it's almost like they could get there before anybody else, but I don't feel it happening. So whatever. So this person may be just obsessed, but not wanting to reveal their identity, I think is the thing. Okay, next row here. On top of that queen, again, I'm getting a sense we're ready to receive, so be careful because there's a lot of stuff in the air. It's kind of what I'm getting. But again, May's a long month here. On top of that, Queen of Cups, that's your element. We get the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles in the sex deck here, the red deck, speaks to romancing of the heart. Here it is not disappointment, it is like kind of whining, dining, right? Playing into the romance. But again, there's a lot of flowers here, a lot of clouds, a lot of, it could be an illusion. So let's move this one way forward. Again, the center energy here, talking about emotional commitment, contentment, confidence, the male, the high priest energy that brings you up to a respect level here where we're going to get truth and honesty from somebody. But there's spying attached to that. Now, is that going back to that Joker? I'd like to say so, but I feel like either way, you've got some people highly interested in your field. Now, on top of the spying energy down the center, we get the Knave of Wands. There it is. There's the affair. This is an energy of someone who is highly physically attracted to us. Now, give me a moment to suss this out. Yeah, this is different. There's someone here that's physically attracted to us, and someone here that's obsessed with what we can give them. And those are two different energies. Now, this one that is physically attracted to us, I do feel it is on a more pure level, but they're nonetheless, I feel like they're, I'm going to ruin it for someone, but I feel like they're going to come forward in a nonchalant energy, like, hey, want to go for coffee? Hey, sure, cool. Yeah, I think I can go. You know, but meanwhile, on the inside, they're like, go for coffee, go for coffee. You know, like the dog with the tongue out, this is what I'm getting. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but somehow, like, you know, it goes back to the 70s when I'm watching cartoons through Looney Tunes. This is what I'm getting in my head about the dog. Hey, Spike, you want to go, Spike? Let's go, Spike. Like that kind of an energy on the inside, but on the outside, they're cool, like Cucumber. They're cool, like meditative mode themselves. So they really do... They have command of their emotions, and they may not have any experience. This high priest, he may not have any experience with this kind of energy field. This may be a past life thing, right? This Knave of Wands, that's high passion, that's high flame, high fuel for, you know, the intimacy and the sensual side of things. Yeah, so you got two people here watching you. One's a little joker, and the other one's really trying to schmooze his way in smoothly. But either way, I don't know, we got to be careful. I feel like one is going to kind of try to romance you, but really, really low-key. Really low-key. He's going to slow it right down to a crawl. You know, he doesn't want to come out. He knows. He's not the type to do that either. He's not the type to jump on things. He is normally cool like Cucumber, but this is what I'm getting. He's having a hard time keeping it down because he's so overwhelmed with passion. Okay. Back to the Joker energy. What do we get on the sex cards here for that? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. There it is. There's that obsessive energy. Because I turn these cards as I lay them, right? I play them. Huh. So someone here with a very, very gimme, gimme, gimme kind of energy. They know what they want. They know what they want. The problem is this may not be for them. Because it's just not a match in heaven here. It's just not a match. This dude is enthralled with what they think that you can give them. That's not based in reality. One, because they don't even know you. They're not on your level, is the sense. And they may even, if they do know you or have a sense of you, they may be grandiose in their mind, where you're way up high on pedestal, and they just have no touch with reality with you even. You know, Pisces is great and wonderful, yeah, love and everything, but they just don't have... they don't have a firm grip of reality there. They're seeing something and they're making it out to be something else. And not only that, I do not feel a connection in the 3D, in the physical earth. I do not feel you guys are connected. I feel like this person has a lot of dreams and fantasizes about you. I don't know if they maybe saw you in a coffee shop as you walk by or on the bus or whatever, but there's no real contact here per se. unless they met you through someone else, and then, you know, just, it's kind of like that. So they really have no clue about you, but there's a very obsessive, greedy, it's mine, you know, invisible energy. And again, there's an invisibility here. They're never going to come to the surface. So I don't know why they're in this energy, letting themselves get carried away like this, if they really don't plan on coming forth. It just is crazy making. So, yeah, obsession. Something going on here with your energy field. Again, everybody's getting advanced here. So this may be just a low vibe person that is caught up on a high flying female that, you know, the opposite attraction thing. And they just, they're not grounded with the idea that it's not mine yet. They still got that idea that it's mine and I can have it. But the weird thing is that they're fully aware they're not going to come forward to get it. So I don't know how they're going to get it. They're not. Basically. Okay, now last roll here with the feminine cards. See where we end up. Again, the Queen is ready to receive. She may have some romance coming in here at the end of May, beginning of June, or sometime over the summer anyway. We get the Three of Water. Yeah, that's excitement with friends and whatnot. Now, the Three of Water here I depicted on the feminine side. It's three friends getting together, you know, going to the beach, having fun, reminiscing, whatever, celebrating. They're all very, very happy to be in each other's energy. And I feel like this may be this high priest or this male that's coming in here. We may find that it really enjoy spending time with them. And I know that it's felt on the masculine side. And this Three of Water would really symbolize that that's mutual. Because here, everybody's happy to see everybody. It's like long lost friends, and what are you doing, and catching up, and it's all joy in every direction. So there's that. Now, they are making me aware here, be careful, this person that's caught up in your energy of romance in you is not in and amongst some kind of complication. Well, okay, next row. On top of the Knave of Wands here, oh, we get the Dud card. And I said, if I get that Dud card, I'll decide whether or not. And I'm going to put, because this is the High Priest, the male that's coming forward. I got the Dud card, and I'm going to see if I can pull another. Okay, so I pulled another card here. Because that's kind of a Joker card when I always leave kind of the bumper card in there. Just for whatever. Sometimes I'll channel, sometimes whatever. I'm always channeling, but you know what I mean. So on the Knave of Wands here, we get the Five of Fire. Isn't that interesting? And the Five of Fire is about conflict within a relationship. So here we go. There you go. There's complications here is the sense they're giving me. Someone's spying on us, and I feel like they can't help but come forward. But they have complications in their lives. And even though they may have a little bit of time here to wine and dine and romance us and get us caught up in things, there's something's going to come out here quite quickly is the sense. Now, again, I don't feel this Joker's coming to the surface. I feel there's someone's obsessed with your energy, but I just don't feel it's going to come forward. I feel like someone, but be careful. This may come for some. You know, be careful of who comes in your energy field and wants to take from you is really what you have to keep your boundaries up so that people aren't taking more than they're giving back. Now, on top of that obsessive energy from this Joker, this king that knows what he wants, we get the Ace of Water. And again, that's the same as that Queen from the Casanova deck. It's basically about being ready to receive emotional. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is the conflict because this is the last card before it connects with the energy of the Joker. Maybe we get a Joker coming in here to show himself, but for the most part, I'm going to say like 75% of you, you're not going to see this dude. He's not going to come forward. He's just going to be obsessed with you and kind of drive himself nuts with it. For the other 25% where something may manifest, I feel like what's going to happen is this Joker may either stir up trouble in your new relationship or know the person in your new relationship, or could be the root cause that that person even knows about you. Oh man, they just brought that out. Yeah, I was getting a sneaky suspicion. This male, this high priest, this guy that comes forward inquisitively, he's got a lot of, you know, hey, spike, 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 all that energy on the inside. But again, he's cool. Cool hand Luke on the outside. But he ain't, I think he knows about you from this Joker. I feel like he's connected to this Joker somehow. Either he knows this Joker, or this Joker turned him on to you in some kind of way. And your, you know, their red light went on. And then they started looking at you somehow, either through social media, or I feel like they're physically somewhere where they can do this. Like, meaning, like either you're very prominent on social media and it's very easy to get in there without, you know, without being close to you. This is the sense I'm getting. But the more that they look, the more they want to really solidify things. Like, hey, let's go for coffee. Let's get together. This kind of thing. Like, I'm having a hard time spitting my words. Normally I do anyway. So there's something coming forward. But again, there might be a connection between these two. This Joker and this high priest. Heaven forbid. Because this may be a testing energy altogether. But I do feel that this high priest has a little more stability. I feel like this Joker is just someone who just jumps from thing to thing to thing. And I think the only reason he's really keen on you is because he somehow feels separate from you. And there's something, like, he's very needy, very, yeah, very in page mode. I mean, we have a king energy, but the king energy that they're giving me is, I know what I want and I want that. But the universe is going, that ain't for you. Son, that ain't for you. Or woman, whatever. That is not yours. Now, it may not be, this high priest may not be a relationship you're supposed to be in either. So you got to suss that out. This might be a tester, but this may be something that gets you closer to that, you know, soulmate. You know, closer to something better. But I do get a sense that this Pisces is really somehow knows about this shadow person. And it may literally be that. It may literally be a shadow attachment that you have. It makes you feel like you're being watched all the time out in the ether. So be aware of your protection factors and whatnot there. Look, you know, research all that. If that's the case, you really... I've been through that. And you really have to... You have to dedicate your days to being aware. And you kind of have to go through your days being aware that someone is there and then smashing it down energetically. Not smashing it, but shutting it down. Okay, so there's arguments here that ensue after a bit of a romance that may come forth. A Joker that's hiding in the wings. He may be connected to this male that comes forth, so be careful. I feel like we're more than ready, more than primed for a relationship to come forward. Unfortunately, I don't know how stable this high priest is, but he's more stable than the energy that's hovering, trying to create confusion. But again, he might be connected, but he may not be of the same energy field. But the fact that they're connected is very fishy to me. So, as we get into the animal card, the divine animal card, to keep in mind over this time, is this sea otter talking about transformation. We have him under the surface and then one on top, and she's also, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? They're making me aware of her headdress there is another otter that's a dead pelt. Okay, this is kind of morbid. 8 and 1 is 9 is coming to completion. We're transforming. Yeah, and that otter is below the surface. And the dead one is above the surface. This is really, yeah, this connects so much. Because really what I'm getting here is you see that otter, it's like he's circling her feet under the water. She may or may not be aware of him, but he's circling her. And that's the same type of energy I get from this Joker. Or is that the High Priest? Man. Because the High Priest may be that, what do you call that? Pickerel jack? I don't know what that is. That's not a jack. It's like I don't know, whatever. There's a fish coming out of the water. I feel like that's a High Priest, and like the connection between the two, they both swim in water. It's like there's some kind of a connection, but it's subtle. It's not like they're best buddies. Hey, buddy, go check this, check this one out, whatever. I just feel like somehow this man talked about this woman, this Pisces, in front of this High Priest, and now the High Priest is all hung up on the Pisces. Now, back to this pelt. That is the dead relationship. That is the Joker. That is what we figured out. Now we're wearing it as a shield because now we're that much smarter. We're warmer now because we've learned from what happened in the past. Not that a sea otter is vicious, right? But I mean, this is what they're kind of, emanating through this. That pelt is that past person that we learned all those things from. Now we're warmer. We have more protection because we're wiser. And then that sea otter circling, right? Is he going to be another pelt? We're going to be that much warmer. We're going to know. Or are we going to see it head on and kick it out before, whatever. Because there is an argument that ensues here, but not after some passion. So again, be careful. It's maybe a testing energy. We may have someone come back in a learning lesson because we're close, but we're not at a 10 yet. We're close to completing a cycle. And if we want a love, it's going to come, but it may be, they may be testing our boundaries here. Are we going to put up with another one that was creating confusion, right? This one may be lying a little more sneaky, a little more suave, right? Because they are showing me a huge difference between the internal of this High Priest. The internal is like excited and the external is cool. So this other one, he really couldn't hide it. The Joker, he couldn't really hide it. He was passionate and obsessive all the way around. It was just all written all over him. So he didn't even have the ability to be Rico Suave over here, but this guy's Rico Suave. So what are we going to get when we mix them? Pisces, good luck next month. So anyway, the best advice here is to keep in mind that we are transforming. People can transform and use your instinct because you are born to do this to the highest degree. And don't second guess because sometimes when we let things go, especially red flags, we end up regretting that highly. So I feel like Pisces just in the receiving mode and there's something coming forth. But again, I feel like the universe, we're coming to a completion of a cycle. And it could be, too, that we got a partner coming in here that may try to pull something off. But if we confront them and set up our boundaries quickly, maybe it'll be all above board. We'll see. And if not, do we have the courage to walk away? This is the thing. And then, again, the lurker. So goals, progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. There will be something personal coming in here. Again, a lot of looking. And there's some kind of a connection here. It's not heavy. And it may even be denied by the High Priest. Because the High Priest is a little smarter than the Joker. The Joker here, he just really can't. He's got, the bells and everything on his toes and his hair. He's all over the place. Everybody knows he's the Joker. But this High Priest, man, he zips it. He keeps it all in, right? He's got some wisdom there to come from. So is that higher wisdom or is that just wisdom on how to cheat someone out of, gaining a love relationship where maybe it's not as deep as it seems? So beware at this time because, again, I'm saying it through the whole year. I'm going to say it. There's tricksters abound. There's people that are jealous. And there's people trying to push divine partnerships together. But ultimately, if you're meant to be together, just nothing can get in that way. And those, I'll tell you a tip. Those that are trying to get in between a relationship, the troublemakers, the chaos makers, as I call them, the grasshoppers, when they go over there to try and do that, they just really will get smacked universally by karma hard, especially if it's a divine union. You go with your gut, you take the high road, and you just keep rolling. That's all you can do, and you'll have no regrets. If you start getting in a cat fight with them, you're going to get all scratched up, and then both of you are paying karma that you don't want, and then you could possibly lose another, you know, soulmate of yours. So, man, heavy duty. See, Otter, transformation. Goals, they'll be achieved in the romance area. Be careful. Be careful. We've learned a lesson here. We've got our one pelt, and there's another one circling. Circling the waters. It's all in the free will, and then there's one jumping out. Like the fish too is about finances, right? And career can be about, you know, this. We may find this person at work, so be careful if that person doesn't. Yeah, well, I did say that though. I did say that. That's someone from our work or connected. I feel like that's going to be a good connection in some way, shape, or form. It may not last a millennium, but it may be something that gets us, like a positive relationship that gets us forward no matter. It may not be the end-all be-all, but it may be something better than where we came from. Okay, Pisces, there's your reading. Take care, have fun, and be kind, and we will talk to you soon. Again, keep an eye on TikTok here. I will start it up after I get all these editing videos done, and I'll be going into the divine masculine and divine feminine energies, and I'll see if I can work out a pick a card thing. This is what's been on demand. I don't know. A lot of work. But anyway, take care, have fun, and be kind. And take it easy out there. I'll talk to you soon.